Y'all will not be calling in asking no crazy questions. All right, let's go. Good morning. We are
The Morning Takeover.
I'm your girl, Shanice W.
I'm AMAC. I don't know how to act.
Hey, this is Ellis Dean.
We are going to give you all the latest in entertainment news, politics, and sports. We are on every Monday through Friday at 10:15 on The Real 1100. Let's talk.
'Cause we taking it over. One city at a time.
Good morning. Good morning. I have myself and Ellis Dean in the studio today.
Hey.
And we have a special guest, Ayanna Fight.
Good morning.
She is the daughter of hip-hop legend Hurricane.
Such a sweet voice. Did you hear that?
I know.
Say that again. Say good morning for me again.
Good morning.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm throwing us off track and we just getting started. My bad.
Right. He's going to do that. But her father is legendary DJ Hurricane. You might know him from his work with Beastie Boys, but he's done so much.
Oh,
but
yeah.
this is his daughter. This is his baby with us today. And we're excited to have her. So, girl, okay. I got some questions for you.
Anytime somebody starts off with "so girl,"
Yeah.
that means
Okay.
it's
Girl.
I just want to know what made you say yes to reality TV? Like, I know there's a lot of pros and cons, but what actually made you go ahead and say, yes, I'll do this?
Okay, so when I was first asked to do the show, I said no several times. Me and my dad, and then even after like a few times of me being asked and saying yeah, my dad still was like no, so I still thought we weren't doing it. But finally, just like my dad getting information on what the show is about,
Okay.
most importantly, what it wasn't about.
Exactly.
Then he decided, okay, well, maybe this is something
That-
that you can do.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, at first, just from us watching reality TV
Right.
and seeing how
We
reality
know what it
TV is.
Yeah.
Um,
But you all show to me seems real. Like,
Right.
it doesn't, some shows seem like scripted, and I know they try to follow different storylines, but you guys just seem real.
Right.
I see you and Brandon, and everything just seems real.
I like Brandon.
I like
he
him
be going
too.
in sometimes, but I like
oh, good.
How is it to work with family? And Miss Deb is your aunt, and I got a question. Like, is she nice? Because, like, she seemed like that aunt you don't want to play with. She seemed like that
She
aunt
is.
that will bop you in the head.
Yeah,
like,
that's real life.
She seemed
She
like
is-
that kind of aunt. Like,
She is
if
the
you do
aunt
it
that
again,
you don't want to play with.
Right.
She's definitely. It's not. She is no different on TV
Than
than
she-
she is in real life. There are some people who are different in real life than they are on TV, and she is not one of those people.
Really?
She is the aunt where I'm like,
you
how I'ma say this?
right.
Because I don't feel like getting cursed out
To where I'm
today.
not gonna get
Exactly.
bopped
And
in
I'm
the head.
very grown, like,
Right.
and the fact that I'm still like, I gotta tell Aunt Debbie something, or I gotta ask Aunt Debbie something, and I really don't want to get cursed out today. So let me figure
Right.
out how I'm gonna ask her.
Got
Let me
you,
practice on myself real quick and then ask her.
That is too funny.
But she's very real. Like,
I've
you
met
get
her
real
a couple
answer.
times because my dad knows Waka, so I've met her a couple times, and she was always cool. How is it working with family though? Like, is it kind of like hard?
Like on the show?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, those are the most natural scenes.
Those are the
when I
most-
have scenes with my Aunt Debbie. It's the most natural scene, especially in the first season, because they kind of just threw everybody together. Nobody really knew each other, so the best scenes were the scenes with my dad and my scenes with my Aunt Debbie, because we already have a relationship,
Right.
and the conversation is more natural instead of
Right.
like there being awkward silences, and then like sometimes when it's starting to get way off subject or sidetrack, sometimes the producers do have to step in and say,
Right,
guys,
because you guys are family.
this is not what we want you to talk about.
Right.
Can we talk about the stuff related to the show?
Exactly. No, I totally understand. And I remember one episode, you and Amy were at dinner somewhere or lunch, and she was really not feeling you getting that breast reduction.
Oh, yeah.
Even though you like, no, but I feel the same way because I want to get a breast reduction.
Right.
But like, people don't be wanting to hear that, especially people you date for some reason. It's just like, They don't want to hear about a breast reduction. But how did you guys end up working it out? Because I know you did eventually get the breast reduction. And you look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you.
She does. I wouldn't have known. It wasn't until we found this out. It was like, I wouldn't have known.
Do you feel better? Like, I know you were having problems with your back.
I feel way better. I mean, to be honest with you, it really wasn't anything to work out. It's my body. So it kind of was, I'm doing it. So are you coming or are you not coming? Like, I would like for you to be there for me, but you not. Like, it's my body, so I'm not gonna not do it because you don't want me to do it. But I would like for you to support me.
Yeah.
If I wake up and then she finally there, you might be single.
Right. Right. And it's so funny because, like, whenever my mom, even, she's like this too. When she brought up her breast reduction to my dad, he was like, you know, like, they don't want to.
I feel like when people think about a breast reduction, they automatically think that you're going to be super small chested. Like, no, I still have big boobs. But
Can I ask what size you were and what size you went to?
I was an H and now I'm a double D.
I'm a triple D. Yeah, so you still, like, and it can hurt your back. I mean, real talk.
Right.
Like,
no, my back and my neck. And
wow.
I really couldn't wear bras because it was, like, digging into my shoulders. So I was getting, like, scars from that. So I stopped wearing bras after a while.
Okay.
And then when I stopped wearing bras, I was like, okay, now I got to get a breast reduction because I can't be having 8 HT.
Right.
boobs and walking around with no bra on. Like, that's not going to work.
Right. You
know, we would have the boob guy as a male, I'm sorry, as a man in the room. It was like, when we would talk about it, I was like, big boobs are like a sports car. Like, it's nice to have, but you don't really need to have it.
Right.
Like, so, I mean.
Are you more of a butt person?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, because I'm like, men,
I'm a black man.
a butt
I'm a black man. So, you know,
right.
Wave down is my town.
I was so happy, though, when I saw that Amy was there to support you. When she, you know, when you did go to the doctor, and when you were crying, like, I was crying too. Like, I was sitting on my couch and I put myself in the equation. I was like, do we really want to do this? Like, I'm looking at my TV saying this, like, do we really want to?
So many people said that, like, when I was on Twitter.
Girl, yeah,
where I was crying. Everybody was like, Ayana's about to make me cry. And I was like,
girl, I was crying with you. And I was like, girl, we gonna do this? We gonna do it or we not? Like, I don't know if we should do it. Like, that's how I was looking at my TV.
I really was like,
you say we?
We, that's what I'm saying. I put myself in the equation. I'm like, girl, we gonna do this.
I really was second guessing afterwards.
Right.
And then I know you were like, okay, I want my dad here. Right. And then you went back. You were real nervous, and I felt you. I was nervous too. See, I was nervous too. So,
you know, I love the fact that she values and respects her father's opinion.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something, as a father with a daughter, that is something that is just commendable. Because nowadays, sometimes, especially when you get to a point where you have your own level of success and celebrity, you might be like, oh, forget you, I'm good now.
Right.
And you still are valuing and respecting his opinion, and that comes through on the show, and I really appreciate that.
Right. Always. Be 45 years old, still asking my daddy what he think.
Oh my God, I just cracked up laughing though at that when you told your dad, you was like, all right, I'm gonna show you 3 pieces of three different pieces, and tell me what you think. And he was like, what? You like, because if you fund this project, like, you wanted him to fund it. That's how I am with my dad. I come up with new things and be like, you want to kind of help with it. But he did say yes. He said yes. So do you have a name for your fashion line yet? Or when are you coming out with it? Can you let us know a little bit more about it?
Well, the name of it is called Cozy Closet. It's out. It came out the first season. Right now, I am working on my second collection, and there will be a fashion show July 14th.
Where can people purchase items from? Are they able to?
The website.
Okay.
CozyClosetClothing.com.
Okay. What made you?
I'm sorry. ShopCozyCloset.com.
Cozy Closet over here. So
Cozy Closet Clothing is the Instagram name. Okay. ShopCozyCloset.com is where you can purchase.
Gotcha. Is it like sexy clothing, or is it just kind of a wide range of everything?
This second collection is very sexy. The first one was very sporty.
I'm going on your second one.
You'll like it. You'll like it. The second collection is very, very, very way more sexy than the first one. The first one was kind of a little more sporty, especially because it was fall. So I was starting off.
Right.
That was my first collection, so I wasn't as confident as I am now with designing pieces. And now I'm just like, okay,
Now
I know
you
I
got the
can
first
do it.
one
Yeah,
over
the
and
first
now-
one is over and done with.
Yeah.
Now I can really move on to what I really want to
wanna
do without
do.
being scared of what people are going to think. 'Cause
Gotcha,
I don't
gotcha.
care. Everybody's not going to like your clothes.
So I remember in one episode, look, because like I said, I be binge watching at times. And
Right.
I would watch every
Look, we was
episode.
texting last night, like,
Look.
are you watching this? Are you watching this? I got another clip. Let me see you this clip.
Right, because this is the thing. Like I said, with reality TV, I'll be so dedicated, but then all of a sudden I'll fall off,
Right.
and then I'll come back to it,
Right.
and I'm asking my friends, like, "Wait a minute, when did she get with him? When did they be so mad at me? Like, can you just watch the show? We'll fill you in after,
Right.
Because I'll be kind of
People
going
get mad at me
through
because I rather binge watch it than try to.
because you don't
My
have to
days
wait
too
from
hectic-
episode
too
to
hectic
episode.
To try to sit down
You don't have to wait
on
a week.
specific time each week. I just like, let me just pile them all up.
Right.
And then
And
they
I'll
be
watch them 5 in a row.
Right.
because they be so good. You be like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next week? But if you do a marathon, you good.
already know what's
right.
gonna happen
It's
next week.
coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. I love it. Okay. I also know in the show you said that Amy was the first person you dated that you brought around, like your family and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What was so special about Amy that made you be like, okay, I'm introducing her to everybody? What's special about Amy?
I don't know. I feel like that was my first serious relationship since my relationship that I had in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't really.
Is it 3 years now for you guys? Is it 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. That was my first serious relationship that I had since high school. I have had in between relationships,
Right.
but nobody that I really was like,
That was
I see
like
a future with.
Family worthy.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, sorry about that.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's just so funny because you remind me of such a daddy's girl. I mean, you love mama too, but you're a daddy's girl. I'm a daddy's girl. It's just so funny to me because I just look at you and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so much like me. To the point where when my dad, he gets his hair cut where I go, like it's a salon, but it's one guy there. And if my dad's there that same day where I'm getting my hair done, I'll be like, come on over here. Don't you want to pay for today?
Right.
Like, so I'm like, don't you want to pay for today? So I definitely feel you. But since your breast reduction, how long has that been? And how was the recovery?
I got my breast reduction in November, so 7 months ago.
Okay.
Almost 7 months ago.
How long did it take you to recover?
For me to be up and moving around and stuff, probably like 2.5 weeks. But that's only because, so when you get a breast reduction, when you get a lift with it, most people get an implant. I did not want implants because you have to go back and get surgery later on because you have to change them out. They can get recalled. They can
Right.
bust. They can get bacteria.
Yeah.
So I asked if there was another option. He said, yeah. He said he can try to pull fat from wherever he can and put fat to give me the lift instead of
Oh, I didn't know.
yeah, I didn't know either
I
until
didn't
you
know
told me.
that.
I thought that an implant was my only option, and then I found out I had another option. But nobody told me that when you get lipo from somewhere, you are going to feel like you got hit by a bus.
Ooh.
So the breast.
They give you heavy pain pills?
Yeah, I lost them. So I was my whole.
So you was just doing like regular Advil, whatever.
I wasn't doing anything.
Girl, how did you? Mama said you was getting on people's nerves.
Crying
Was
for
you
2
irritable?
weeks.
You was mad.
I don't think I was irritable. I was sleepy. I
You
was
was
sleepy
sleepy?
for 2 weeks. I don't know
Girl,
why.
because when right after the surgery, they had you with the sheet, and then they had the sheet coming around.
That felt so
and
good.
And it's so funny. Your dad was like, "You didn't switch religions on me, did you?" Because
They were all warm, and it was all heated. That felt so good. I did not want to move. When they told me I had to get up and go home, I was so mad because it felt so good.
That's so funny. So does everybody, as far as relationship, does everybody just love Amy? I know Brandon, he kind of hung out with her one day, and he was like, at what he thought afterwards was, man, I think you're great, but I don't like you for her. Like, do you remember him saying that? He didn't like her for his cousin.
No, I don't remember that, but
Oh.
I didn't care.
Oh, okay.
She did come home I didn't really like that encounter.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it didn't affect our relationship, her and I. So we were fine after that.
Right. So it's like whatever.
Yeah.
To anybody who doesn't want to understand.
Right.
So let me ask you this: when growing up, I know that you traveled a lot with the Beastie Boys, with your father, and you said, I had no idea that I was traveling with legends because you were a young kid.
Right.
How was that growing up, going on tours, and just like, when did you finally figure out, like, oh shoot, my dad is DJ Hurricane? Like, you know what I'm saying? Recently? Really?
Yeah.
Like, cause your dad is he's a legend. Like,
Yeah, recently.
He's a legend.
In the last few years.
That's when you found
You
out.
know
Like,
what though? That was her normal. Like,
Right.
like,
Exactly,
Your normal
that
was always
was-
going on tours
Right.
and hanging and taking pictures with Run DMC and all these other folks on tour. That's her normal. So she's like,
Right.
it's not a big deal. And until people started going,
That's your dad? And I'm
that's
like, yeah, who's your dad? Like,
right. Like,
that's my dad.
you get to see all the behind the scenes. Like,
Right.
you know.
was it a lot of fun going on tours and stuff though? Was it a lot of fun, or was it just kind of, you like,
it was fun. I'm pretty sure I had a blast, but at the same time, I just thought I was at work with my or we was on a family vacation. I didn't know.
Right.
I'm on
yeah.
tour with my dad. I
like
just
these
was like,
legends?
We're
all
on.
those people screaming and you didn't feel all that.
I'm just like, we're
Right.
on vacation, and this is what vacation's supposed to be like.
Right. You're like, this is so much fun.
Yeah, life is a vacation.
That's so funny. Okay, so saying, so your musical background, like with your dad, he was very much into music, still is. Have you ever thought about being into music?
Question. I was going to ask that question.
Oh, have you ever thought about a musical career? Ever? Or did you always just know you wanted to do fashion?
I didn't always know I wanted to do fashion.
Okay.
I didn't know I wanted to do fashion until I was like 18, 19 when I got a job at H&M.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't want to do music because my dad wanted me to do music.
Really?
If he didn't want me to do music, I probably would be doing music.
Really?
My dad wanted me
She
to
can sing?
No.
Oh, your mom is saying you can sing. I'm going to go with what mom say.
Mama saying
Mom
yes.
say you can sing.
If he did not want me to do music, I probably would be.
Why do we rebel against our
in
parents?
music.
We need to hear a couple bars, baby.
Absolutely not.
Not a chance. But so you can sing. Wow. Like, okay, so but you don't want to go that way. And that's pretty much, you don't want to do that.
That's funny. I mean, yeah.
I've always wondered that. I've always wondered that. Who is one of your favorite people to film with over in the show?
Shania.
Yeah, I saw that last night. I still wanted to ask you. Can you please explain who Shania is to everybody?
Shania is Jermaine Dupri's daughter.
Uh-huh.
Shania is really fun to film with because Shania, I mean, people watch the show and they don't realize that I am one of the oldest people on the show.
Really?
I am 27 years old. Shania, I think is 19.
You've been on since you were 25, right? Or no?
26.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was turning 26. I don't know. 26. Yeah, 26. Shania is so mature for her age. Like,
Really?
when I talk to her, I don't feel like
How
I'm
old is
talking- She's 19, I think.
Oh, wow.
No, 20. She's 20 or she's about to be 20. I think she's 20.
Mm-hmm.
But when we started the show, she was like 18, 19.
Okay.
And I never felt like I was talking to an 18 or 19-year-old. I always felt like I was talking to someone that was my age. So it wasn't. And a lot of times when you talk to people, you have to like, in that show, when people are so young, you're like, okay. But
You're like, oh my God.
sitting talking to Shania, she's always been like so mature for her age.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? Outside of the show, I came to learn that everybody was. Reginae is very mature. I know that this.
How old is she?
Regine's
I remember she was mad at some
She's like
stuff
19.
that Brandon that said about her?
He said something about her dad.
He said something about her dad, and she was mad.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would be mad.
Yeah.
She was better than me because if somebody said something about my dad,
And
So
you
catch
want
these
blood.
hands.
Right. So I was like, yeah, I remember that episode, and I was on her side too, but but it seems like you guys, like I said, the show seems more real to me than some of these shows. And do you guys have a lot of drama like off the set, or is it pretty much everybody's cool? Like,
I think it's more drama.
it doesn't seem real drama filled.
It's not. I feel like it's more drama on the set than it is off because we are filming a show. People don't realize that a lot of times filming the show is what causes the drama because everybody like sometimes you filming a scene you really don't want to film. You
And
come to work agitated because
Right. How many hours?
It's not. A lot of people think that stuff is like fake, and sometimes it's not fake. Sometimes they put you in situations to be agitated.
Right.
Like I've come to set agitated, ready to argue with somebody, not because it's really drama between us, but because I'm agitated. I don't want to be here. Stop.
Right.
Don't ask me that question. I know they told you to ask me that. Don't ask me that. And
Right.
then that turns into a different argument because it's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, I'm talking to you. Don't ask me that. Because you asked me that because they told you to ask me that. Don't
Right.
ask me that. You should know me
Exactly.
better than that than to ask me something like. So it's not like fake and scripted, but it's they have a job to do. So their job is to find situations to put you into where they can get
So they add
a
the emotion.
reaction.
They're
Yeah.
adding the emotion.
Yep, to get
and then
some type, whether
they
the
add
reaction
real
is
emotion.
positive
Right.
or negative. Sometimes they
Right.
put you in situations for you to have a positive reaction because they want to see you get emotional and
Right.
stuff like that. But I mean,
And they know your buttons. So
yes,
sometimes they find
know
your
your
buttons
regardless,
and they
their
push
job
them
is
to
to
'em.
put you in situations where they can get some type of reaction out of you, whether it's positive or negative, or whether it just brings up a conversation that they've been trying to get somebody to have all season,
Right.
and they haven't been able to get it out of you.
Gotcha.
So the anger is real, the tears are real, the laughter is real, all that stuff. Because I was watching the scene last night with Shad and what's that the young lady's name that she DM'd them and they was going in and you could kind of tell.
Oh, Johnny.
Her emotion was real, but I could tell he knew the cameras were there, so he was trying to play all cool.
Yeah,
like,
but he's been
it
on
ain't all that
cameras
big. Right.
all his life,
Right,
since he
right.
was a baby, basically.
Right,
So
right.
he's very conscious of what's going on,
Right.
and I feel like I'm not sure. I think her first show was like Love and Hip Hop, so she's only been on TV for a few years.
Right.
So, and then you can tell like her emotion. She gets like when the show finally airs, the way it's edited and then the way she feels like she's portrayed on TV,
Right.
she like doesn't like it. She's very vocal about it on
Yeah.
the internet. However, like Bow Wow is not portrayed like that because he's more conscious of what he's doing on TV.
And
And she'll learn as she's on TV more because I'm
Right.
the same way. I have certain episodes where I'm like, why would they do that? And I'm just like, but I said that and I wasn't conscious that that's going to be aired eventually.
Right.
So
Right.
I guess the
So you
people that
guys
haven't been
kinda-
on TV that long do have to learn.
So you guys kind of do be like, okay, I wonder how I'll be perceived if this goes down this way or if this goes down this way.
Right.
I got you. I got you.
Right.
How many hours do you guys like? Do you have days?
That's a good question. Like how long?
Yeah, like how long are some of your days?
It depends. It depends. It's different. It's different all the time. Sometimes I may film and I may have 3 scenes because it may be I may have a breakfast with Amy, and then maybe my aunt Deb is throwing a party later on that night. But that afternoon, my dad had a book signing. Like I have to go.
Okay, tell
to
us
all
what your
3 of
dad's
those
book is.
things. Mommy,
What's the name of the book?
I ain't read it. Oh, Daddy, don't
We're
tell
gonna
me.
find
We
out.
gonna find out.
We're gonna find out, and we're gonna put it on.
We'll edit that out.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay,
No problem.
he's not watching. So
We go,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Right, he not watching. So,
Is he watching? No,
Yeah.
he is.
I don't see him in my chat room, but I don't know. He might be.
We're going to
Sorry.
get that, and then yeah, we will put that out.
And I'm
later.
gonna read it this weekend.
Right. We are going to. Dreams come true. Something like that. Okay.
We'll get
Because
to that.
I definitely want to put it out there later for everybody to go and buy.
Make sure you go shop Cozy Collection. We're gonna
Cozy Closet.
Oh, sorry.
Cozy
Cozy.
Collection.
Sorry.
And
It's
get
your collection,
your-
but it's shop Cozy Closet. It's shop Cozy Closet too.
It's so funny. It was a joke you made, and I know I keep going back to the breast reduction, but that's like a significant part of you went through that whole process. It was a long time, and a lot of going back and forth with it. But what cracks me up is when you was like, oh my God, if something happens, you were like, if I die. And I'll go to heaven with no pain on I won't have any pain on my back.
No, I have little titties in heaven.
You was like, if I go, and you was like, when I go to heaven, I won't have back problems.
That whole
then.
time I was like almost under anesthesia. I was like, I wonder what happens when you die.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I just was thinking I was going to die. I just knew I was going to die. I was like,
I was with you because I was
I
like,
wonder if you go straight to heaven or if God come and get you later and you just walk around until God's ready to come get you.
but I feel like you
That's
only
called
thinking
purgatory.
about.
That's called purgatory. For the people that's listening, that's called purgatory. Where you wait for God to come get you.
Is there a line outside of the gates?
Well, how do I fit in? Where am
Right.
Sermon number 46. Number 46.
You think you was there and you looking around and nobody else there but you.
Right,
Right. Am I
right,
at the right spot? It's getting warm. What's going on? What's really
right,
happening?
right. But yeah, and but I saw you. Like I said, when your dad walked in, you just like it's like it made it okay for you. You know, you're
Right.
like okay, because I mean it is scary. Going through any type of procedure. How did you pick Dr. Curve? I know somebody recommended. You were either Facebook Live or Instagram Live or YouTube Live, and a lot of people were commenting. And somebody recommended Dr. Curves. Then later I found out that's who you went to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, did more people recommend, or did you kind of like...
Somebody behind the scenes recommended him to me.
Oh, really?
I went to another doctor before him. And then somebody, I did want to get a second opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody recommended Dr. Curves.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I didn't want to go to Dr. Curves because I thought he only did butts. And that's not what I was interested in. I didn't know that he did so many other things. So of course, when you hear Dr. Curves, I'm like, well, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for butts. I'm not going for hips. I'm only going for my
Curves,
boobs.
okay.
Dr. Curves.
He's very famous for the butts that he
Does
does.
he need an intern?
But
Oh, my God.
I definitely, they gave me his website. Went on his website. I did see that he did do many breast reductions before, and his work was really good. So then I went to the consultation.
He made you feel very comfortable.
I was very comfortable with him. I was very comfortable with him. I think even the doctor that I went to before, I was given a pep talk before I went in there, like, okay, well, he doesn't like when people are like this. Not Dr. Curves, the doctor that I went to before. So he doesn't like that people are like this. So everything that she was saying, that was me. So I was like trying to tone my personality down in there because I didn't want.
Oh no, you need to be you.
Oh,
Right.
no, you spending your money?
Right, you're not gonna tell me how to act. You're not gonna tell me how to act.
So I went to Dr.
Talk about my
Curves.
breasts.
I went to Dr. Curves. I was super, super, super ratchet.
Yeah.
He didn't care. He answered all my questions.
That's
He was
what's
funny.
up.
He was
And,
funny.
you know, I'm
he
gonna have to
wasn't
keep
dry.
that. Yeah, I mean, I saw him when he came in the room, and like, I'm gonna really have to keep that because I tell people to go to Dr. 404 sometimes, you know, but I know when they brought up Dr. Miami, you was like, because you know it's kind of like that level of. Well, let's just say this. When I hit up Dr. 404, he's known as a cool doctor. I was like, I might want to get some work done around my stomach.
Right.
He was like, oh yeah, meet me at the trap. Like,
Oh.
I was like,
That's my kind of doctor.
I was like, wow. But anyway, God, it was so great having you on the show.
Really
Learned a lot. I really love what you're doing. You're a boss chick.
you.
I'm going to be on your website and I'm going to post it everywhere and I'm going to buy something.
Thank you.
And I just want to thank you for
Wait
coming
till collection
on the show.
2 drops.
Okay.
Coming
Okay.
soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy
Gotcha.
collection 1 for my daughter.
Right. Right.
Sporty.
How can
No,
people?
you don't want this sexy stuff?
No.
How can people? No. How can people follow you on social media?
My Instagram is Ayana Fight, my first and last name.
Okay.
My Twitter is Bayana.
Okay.
BAEEYANA. And my Facebook is private.
Okay, gotcha.
Perfect.
All right, guys. I just want to, like I said, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I wanna
Thank you for
Don
having me.
For,
We're so- thank
actually scheduling it. We couldn't wait to get you in here. And we're going to wrap things up. I am Shanisa W. You can find me on Instagram, Shanisa Whitehead on Facebook.
And I'm your boy, Silly Thoughts. That's SILLE Thoughts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can always follow the show. We are The Morning Takeover on Facebook and Instagram. And also, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Morning Takeover. I missed my script there.
Yes, you
We're the
do.
Morning Takeover on YouTube. Morning Takeover radio show on YouTube.
You can listen to us on iHeartRadio as well.
Buy
All
some
right.
clothes. Follow
Oh,
the
yeah.
show.
Oh,
Watch
yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yes.
Always
yes.
watch the show.
Always watch the show, buy some clothes. Let's get it going.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.